answered. My name is Ardia Bintang Fajar Kusuma. In here, I want to present my final project assignment about BMW Group and the content. The first is company profile, the second financial statement, including income sheet, the second balance sheet, and the third cash flow, and the number three financial ratio, the fourth analysis, the fifth conclusion, and the last is suggestion. Okay, this is the company profile from BMW. The BMW Group faced numerous challenges in 2019, despite retaining its leading position in the premium segment in terms of delivery volume. It didn't generate the level of earnings we aspire to in our capacity as supervisory board. We stand firmly behind the board management objective of increasing profitability again in the coming years and continued in the long and highly successful tradition of the BMW Group, despite the difficult global economic condition. Customer focus is always our highest priority. At the same time, the BMW Group is committed to assuming a pioneering role in the field of sustainability. The importance we attach to this topic is most evident in the rapid expansion of our range of electrified vehicles driven by BMW Group new model offensive this year. Okay, this is a part of financial statement. The first is incoming sheet, the second balance sheet, and the third cash flow. Okay, this is a incoming sheet from BMW Group. As you can see, there are revenue, gross profit, and profit or loss before financial result. The financial result, profit or loss before the tax, and profit or loss after the tax. And there are net profit or loss, and etc. Okay, in here, balance sheet, as you can see, including their asset, their equity and liability, and other asset they have. And this is the cash flow. There are net profit, and then cash inflow and outflow, and change in cash and cash equivalents, and many more. Okay, this is financial ratio. In here, I use 9 ratio because in my data, from the data I can calculate only 9 data and 9 ratio. The first is current from liquidity ratio, and the second asset test, and the second from financial leverage ratio. There are debt to equity, and the second debt to total assets, and then the third coverage ratio. There are interest coverage, and from the activity ratio, there are average collection period and inventory turnover, total asset turnover, and the last gross profit margin. Okay, for the analysis, for the critical analysis, I use two ratio. There are average collection period. Comparing by the competitor, I use Volkswagen, and the second debt to total asset. For calculating average collection period, the formula is the days in the year divided by receivable turnover, and the result is 153.67. And for the total asset, the formula is total debt divided by total asset. For the result is 0.91. As you can see, comparing by the competitor, there is a significant value from BMW and Volkswagen. And then for the average collection, the company needs 154 days to collect their account payables back. And the number of days that elapsed between the date of the credit sale and the date the company received payment for the credit sale. The measurement of a short average collection period or ACP can indicate a strict credit policy and effective receivable management that allows the company to meet its short-term obligation. In contrast, a long ACP indicates the company must further tighten its credit policy and improve receivable management in order to meet its short-term obligation. If the ACP number is too high, then later it will make the company take a long time to get profits. And for the ACP itself, uh, the small the more number value it more goods. And the second, debt to total asset by calculating total debt divided by total assets that has given in the data. After calculate the total assets, the value is more than 0.5, like shown in the table above. The value is good and worse because more than 0.5, and it means the company funding from debt, but still good because the assets of company can make up their debt that used for operation activity in the company. Conclusion, using the HFA, after I compare with the competitor, the BMW group have the big value than the competitor with ratio 153 compared by 0.25. This is very inversely with competitor. The good one is more smaller value, more good. But after I calculated, I got big value and it's very worse for the company. And the second, using the total asset, comparing with the competitor, BMW have a small value and they can the asset can make up their operational cost. The good one, the value is less than 0.5. But what I got from the BMW is more than 0.5 and it still fits in the worst criteria. And the suggestion, there are four suggestions for me. The first, improving their work performance to reduce the average collection period until reaching a small number. The second, change their credit payment terms. The third, increase their asset and equity. The fourth, decrease their net sales to make the ACP value more small again. I think that's all from me. Thank you.